Hi, namaste, and welcome to the Donny Show. And today, I've got some juicy content for you. I'm reacting to 10 signs of alien life found in Egypt. You know, where the pyramids are and stuff like that. You know, it's been a while since old Donny Shaw has reacted. So, I'm a bit rusty. Than us, so I don't know. The channel's called Most Amazing Top 10, so I don't know. Aliens. I mean, I've been called an alien, so I know they exist. Aliens exist, and the Earth's flat. No, it's not. It's the size of a chocolate bar. Size of a chocolate bar. That means we'll be tiny. What am I on about? It's shape of a chocolate bar because there's mountains and that. Forget about Illuminati and all that stuff. Right. Ooh.
Human beings since the dawn of time have asked the question, are we alone? Are we alone in the universe?
Much to our amazement.
Are we alone? I don't think so. Look at all the billions and squillions of stars. We are not alone. I'm telling thee for sure, we are not alone.
Every day there seems to be more and more evidence leading to the possibility of other intelligent life forms out there in the universe.
But just because they are somewhere else out there in the universe doesn't mean that we haven't had them drop in from time to time.
Oh,
It's possible they have been visiting us for quite some time now. But for how long exactly? Well, we might have our answers over in ancient Egypt.
Hey everyone, I'm your host Dewey Stewart.
And I'm Lindsay Ivan, and today we are traveling
Ivan and Dewey!
the world to find our top 10 signs of aliens found in Egypt. So get ready, smash that like button, and subscribe
Smash
to our
it!
channel.
Don't get to
And
smash!
throw on those adventure boots because today you're gonna need them. First stop, the pyramids. That's right, starting us off at number 10, and probably the most obvious one is the pyramids. Just outside of
The pyramids. The pyramids are the signs of alien life. I thought they were built by man. How is it aliens have made them? Guess we'll find out!
Cairo in Giza, you will find some of Earth's most amazing and famous pyramids. They were apparently built more than 4,500 years ago and are actually monumental tombs of ancient queens and pharaohs.
That's what I find weird is these pyramids spent all this time creating these pyramids just to put somebody inside it who's dead. I don't know. I mean, I read and watched somewhere. I read somewhere that there could have been possibly power stations because they found some like electrodes in it. So yeah, it would be quite interesting. I think, in my mind, there were power stations. Not like the nuclear power station, what old Donny blows up.
How did human beings build these massive structures with limited technology? Answer? Maybe they didn't. Maybe the aliens did. The Great Pyramid is made up of millions of precisely hewn stones, and they weigh at least 2 tons each. This, along with the idea that 3 of the Great Pyramids line up with Orion's belt in the night sky, lead many to believe that the pyramids are actually of alien creation.
I think us as humans, we've all been dumbed down. We've got a lot of technology now, which makes our lives easier. You know, like instead we don't go out and search now. We just go Google it. We've got calculators. I think back then, humans were more intelligent because of all the information that were found out back then, and what we know now is like I don't think we know a lot as well what we did back then. I don't know. Maybe. It's aliens!
Now, scientists and historians actually have a pretty good idea of how thousands of human hands could have helped create these magnificent structures, but nothing has been set in stone. So, did the aliens build the pyramids, or did we just not give the ancient Egyptians enough credit? Who knows?
I don't think we're giving them enough credit.
We have the tombs. Now, this one is more on the crazier side. The theory comes from the show Ancient Aliens, which is...
Yeah, Ancient Aliens. Have you ever watched that show? Watch it. I think it's on Discovery, so I got obsessed with watching that. There's this dude with his mad crazy hair, and they just come out with these crazy facts. I find it interesting. I mean, some of it I think is just bloody a load of rubbish, like, but it is interesting to watch. Ancient Aliens.
Questionable, but also really addicting. Anyways, ancient astronaut theorists believe that the ancient Egyptian tombs weren't just built for burial purposes. No, they were actually instructed by the aliens on how to create these tombs.
Telling
Look
me.
at old texts from back then, they talk about how they received knowledge to build tombs from the gods. Now, it's believed that the gods they worshipped were actually aliens, so there's that. Aliens told them how to build the tombs, but why?
Tombs.
Well, they
Why that
believe
big?
this is because the tombs were a way for the Egyptians to get to the afterlife and reunite with
maybe.
extraterrestrials. Egyptians believed that the tombs were gateways to the afterlife. That's why they put so much time and detail into them, and they were so lavish and intricate.
That totally
In the
makes
end, they
sense.
would use the tomb to reunite with aliens. In fact, ancient astronaut theorists believe that our physical life is not our only life, but it's actually preparing us for another life after this one that's even greater and with extraterrestrial beings.
Wow, yeah, that is like, I think, where do we go? What happens to us when we do make, we do end up meeting our creator? I mean, do we end up starting another life? I don't know, you know where they get that deja vu? I mean, do we get sent back to another world? I don't know. I mean, maybe are the aliens the future us? I don't know. There's that many theories and stuff like that. It's crazy. It's insane. And I think it's good to keep an open mind. Definitely, because keeping secrets from us.
Coming in at number 8, we have the Abydos Hieroglyphics. Now this is either a sign of time
hieroglyphics.
travel, or it's a sign of aliens, or maybe it's even a sign of time-traveling aliens. On an Egyptian temple wall in Abydos, there are hieroglyphics of what appear to be futuristic aircraft, such as a helicopter and a spaceship. This specific piece is dated to be from 3,000 years ago, and I think it's pretty safe to say that there were no aircrafts that were human-made at that point. Dr. Ruth Huber and her husband were the ones to discover these amazing hieroglyphics, and they were shocked that they not only discovered them, but they also discovered them behind
It's
the
a
wall
bloody
panel
helicopter.
that they
That looks like
had
a
to break
tank.
down in order to reveal the entire piece. Now, why was it hidden? Who's hiding it? Is it the aliens, or is it our human government official friends who are doing their best to conceal the secret? All we know for sure is that these markings that are there are 3,000 years old, and no human at that time had access to such vehicles
That is true.
we know of.
Oh yeah,
Number
that's
7,
what
have
we know
the
of.
Sphinx. So Dewey already
Sphinx.
talked about how everyone believes about the pyramids being made by aliens. Well, what about the Sphinx? Don't worry, they believe the Sphinx was created by aliens as well. I mean, how is it that they managed to create such a tall and intricate structure when they didn't have any modern day building equipment?
Maybe because there was equipment, and obviously like during the 3,000 years or how many thousand years, maybe we lost it, and obviously like over time things decay and deteriorate, and obviously stone is the only thing that really lasts long, you know, stone and steel. Like wood and stuff like that. A lot of the tools would have been made out of wood, so they deteriorate over time. I think that's common sense. That's why we don't see the technology now.
Quite bizarre. But that's not even the weirdest part. Back in 2018, satellite photos on Mars revealed something really freaking freaky. It appeared as if there was a Sphinx similar to the one in Egypt on Mars.
Whoa.
That's right, you heard me correctly. The rock formation that was seen in the images eerily resembled the 200-foot tall Sphinx statue. So could it be that aliens built the one on Mars and the one in Egypt? Dun, dun, dun.
Coming in at our number 6 spot, we have hieroglyphics on Mars. Okay, so this one isn't exactly found in Egypt, but it does have a tie to Egypt. NASA recently retrieved tons of new photos from the red planet Mars taken by its Curiosity rover. When the pictures came back, many noticed these awfully strange markings on the side of a rock. The markings being rather similar to the ancient hieroglyphics that are found in Egypt. According to many alien researchers and conspiracy theorists, this is proof that the aliens had been on Earth, especially in ancient Egypt, and that they also may have come from Mars. But scientists aren't exactly on board with this theory yet. Many believe the photo to be manipulated into having the markings on the stone, and others just think that they could be strange markings that, you know, just aren't explainable. In the end, the only thing close to life on Mars that has been found so far is water below the planet's surface. So while that gives the possibility and opportunity for life, we still don't have any hard proof. But if these markings did turn out to be real, no one would give a heck about Martian water.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Halfway mark with the sun god Aten.
Sun god!
Ancient Egyptians were known as polytheistic, meaning they believed in multiple gods. That was until one day Pharaoh Akhenaten was literally like, nah, we only need to worship one god and one god only.
We all need to worship one God. Wow. Yeah. Like, isn't it funny if you look at like Jesus Christ? He is the Son of God, and here we have is the God of the Son. So like obviously like you look at like ancient religions, like they believed in like multiple gods, like you know you got God for air, fire, wind, blah blah blah. And they said no, you should just have one God. So I don't know, was this like leading up to like all these modern religions that believed in one God? It's quite interesting like how they all tie in. Well, end of the day we're all humans. So yeah, it's interesting.
And that was the sun god. Which makes us wonder, why would Akhenaten come out of nowhere and declare this? What changed his mind? What made him believe that the sun god was the only god out there? Well, the answer might lie in the depiction of that god. Aten is depicted as a disc in the sky. Isn't that strange? What else do we know that is?
I believe that is the sun. Do you look there? It looks like the sun. And where you see the rays coming down is like what you see of the sun rays. I don't believe that is a spaceship. Hey, that's not a spaceship. It's a bloody sun.
It's a disc that flies through the sky. UFOs / aliens and their spacecrafts. So
Give
knows that Akhenaten was greeted by a flying saucer one night, and his entire view about gods changed. The aliens might have given him a message telling him that they are the only god out there and they should bow down to them. So he did as he was told to do and got everyone to worship this flying disc, aka the aliens.
Coming in at our number 4 spot, we have an Egyptian pictograph of a caped alien. This pictograph from 400 BCE pictures a man offering up some type of large fowl to what seems to be a caped alien. No one has been able to prove exactly what is being depicted here or why, but one thing to pay close attention to is the eyes. Don't those eyes look like the stereotypical ones we know from all of our alien movies, stories, and media? Yeah, they do. Without primary sources to tell us what exactly is going on here, this is a hard one not only to debunk, but even also to prove. I do really enjoy that it has the famous alien eyes though, because when I dive into the alien topic, I always try to have a healthy amount of skepticism, but I do also look for the common denominators, and those eyes are definitely common in pretty much any alien media out there.
Yeah. But have we actually seen any evidence apart from what has been created like by the media, by people who believe in aliens? That's what they look like. How do we know what they actually look like that? We've never actually seen one. We've not seen one for real. So I don't know. Is it just? I think that's a stereotypical alien. How do you know they're even going to look like that? I don't think aliens would look like that.
I don't know, man, but it seems cool to me.
In our third spot, we have Akhenaten's elongated skull. So I just finished talking about how Akhenaten might have been in contact with aliens, right? Well, turns out that he might have been an alien himself. People came to this conclusion after looking at depictions of him. So in all of his depictions, he is seen with an elongated face and head, a long neck, small ribs, and a protruding belly. While all the other pharaohs were drawn to look majestic and muscular. Why was he the only one depicted as so? This means that the carvings must have been an accurate representation of what he looked like. So people were like, wow, he has a lot of alien type characteristics. Maybe he is one. Whereas others believe he suffered from a genetic disorder that caused his body to grow as so.
Yep,
but
that's more like
decide what you want to believe.
And coming in at number 2, we have Elon Musk. If Elon Musk says it, then it must be true.
What's Elon Musk gonna do with Egypt? Hey, what's he gonna do? Well, I better just let him talk, can I really?
Right? Back in 2020, Elon Musk famously tweeted, "Aliens built the pyramids, obvi." And this, needless to say, caused a huge stir. Shortly after the tweet was sent out, Egypt's Minister of International Cooperation responded to Musk's tweet with an invitation to actually visit the pyramids and the tombs so that they could prove to him that the ancient Egyptians did indeed build them with no help from our alien friends. Many others went on to reply to Elon Musk's tweet, including Dr. Zahi Hawass and Dr. Sarah Parcak, and I don't think they took it as lighthearted as the minister did. Parcak replied with, "Egyptologist here, Elon, who works on a royal pyramid site. They did not. Ancient Egyptians did. Plus we have the papyrus that are like live tweets of pyramid construction at Giza. Happy to share resources so you can get yourself educated." Ooh, yeah. So while I think Elon is a very smart guy, I would actually have to be more inclined to listen to him after he takes them up on his trip to the pyramids.
The thing is, it's alright saying, oh, we're going to believe in Elon Musk because he's intelligent. But we do find that some people that are very highly intelligent in certain things, common sense, just doesn't exist. And the pyramids, they were designed by engineers, which I'm an engineer, and I will fight with the engineers. What those bloody pesky aliens? It was us, engineers.
If he is still saying the same thing after that, then hey, you know what? Maybe he's onto something. But until then, maybe just put away the phone there, Mr. Elon.
And in our number one spot today, we have King Tut's dagger. Upon excavating the tomb of King Tut, scientists discovered a long 34-centimeter dagger wrapped up with King Tut. It has since been given the name King Tut's dagger. How original. Now, back in the day, they didn't have the capability to study the dagger without damaging it, so it wasn't touched until 1970. When an x-ray was done on the dagger, it was revealed that it was made out of some interesting compounds, primarily nickel and iron. Here's the interesting part. How could it have been composed of iron when his burial predated Egypt's Iron Age by nearly 2,000 years?
But is it that accurate, really? You know, surely someone at some stage has discovered iron. Whether we just said, oh yeah, with that certain time, that's when it was most popular. Maybe iron was very rare back then when they found it. And surely you can't just debunk this theory that, oh, it's alien artifacts because it's got iron in it. And iron was discovered many thousand years after. Sorry, but iron was always there. There could have been people experimenting way back then. You know, end of the day, the humans, we're always evolving, we're always learning, and somebody's got to have created it somehow. And I don't think aliens are going, ooh, let's use iron. Do you think aliens would be past iron by then? Wouldn't you? You'd think they'd give him some titanium or something like that.
So that right there is shocking. As a result of the iron and nickel composition, scientists have declared that it was made from extraterrestrial metal. Now, there are two theories here. One is that a meteorite crashed down and they used that to make the dagger. Theory two is that the dagger was made by aliens and dropped or left by them accidentally, or maybe even given to King Tut as a gift.
I believe there is other life out there, but I don't think that aliens have visited. That's my opinion. And I don't think aliens built the pyramid, and like these crazy theories is like, oh well, it was made out of iron and iron. But yet the Iron Age, I want till after. So it's got to be aliens. Nah, if it were aliens, it'd be made out by bloody some titanium or some bloody carbide or something like that. Eh? What's up with you all? I'm the real alien anyway. Wow, I mean I think it's interesting facts. That were quite interesting. I think it's good to have an open mind and to question things. That's the good thing about being a human, is you've got to question things. Because wouldn't it be boring if we didn't question it? And don't forget, you got to check out the original video down below, hey, and subscribe to them. And don't forget, while you're here, subscribe to me. Put a comment what you think, and if you think, oh, I want you to react to this, Donny, well, just let me know and I'll react to it. So, I think that's it. I think that's a wrap. I'll be seeing thee in what's a video next. Goodbye.